we are kicking things off with the Brazilian Football Confederation, launching an incredible new institutional campaign for the 2026 World Cup. Get ready because this initiative, titled Beat Your Chest, is an unprecedented move designed to rally every single Brazilian fan to embrace the national team in a way we have never seen before. This campaign is about more than just a game. It's about reigniting that deep, collective feeling that drives the country when the Brazilian national team takes the field. We dive into how this movement is using history and emotion to connect fans directly to the pride of the nation.
Here's a simple way to protect your phone without stress. This ALEN 3-pack comes with tempered glass screen protectors, camera lens protectors, and an installation frame for an easier, cleaner fit. It's clear, case-friendly, and built to help guard against scratches and everyday bumps. Check the link in the comments to get it on Amazon.
Next up, we switch gears completely and head over to the world of elite competition, with England opening their women's Six Nations defense. We look at the incredible achievements of the England team, including their record-winning run and the impact of new leadership. Find out who the new captain is and how this squad, featuring 25 World Cup winners, is setting a new standard for dominance in the sport. Now we turn our attention to the massive logistical and financial fallout surrounding the World Cup. We examine the intense uproar in New York City over New Jersey Transit's decision to charge $150 for train tickets to the 8 World Cup games at MetLife Stadium. We explore the conflict between the financial demands of FIFA and the local impact on commuters, and what politicians like Gov. Mickey Sherrill are saying about the situation. And finally, we bring it home with the political response to those ticket prices. Senator Chuck Schumer has stepped up, demanding that FIFA cover the cost of getting fans to the World Cup at MetLife Stadium, arguing that this is a massive ripoff. Meanwhile, NJ Transit confirms the staggering $150 round-trip ticket price. Don't miss these crucial developments shaping the World Cup experience. Stay with us for the rest of the broadcast. The Brazilian Football Confederation, or CBF, has officially launched its institutional campaign for the 2026 World Cup, titled Bate No Peito, aimed at galvanizing Brazilian fans to embrace the national team. This initiative signals a significant evolution in the CBF's communication strategy, moving toward an active role in fostering collective support for the team, not just on the field, but in the national sentiment driving the country during the World Cup year. The campaign is positioned as a direct call to action, urging Brazilians to re-establish trust, support, and pride in the Brazilian national team, recognized as one of the most successful in global football. The core message draws upon Brazil's rich footballing legacy, acknowledging past challenges overcome to reinforce that the bond between the nation and the team transcends mere results. It resides within the heart of every fan. The centerpiece of the campaign is a manifesto film. Instead of a character narrator, the film uses the chest as the central narrative space, the location where Brazilian pride resides. The film chronicles historic moments, victories, doubts, and uncertainties, culminating in an emotional climax that emphasizes the enduring nature of Brazilian pride, which was merely awaiting awakening. The tagline, "Beat Your Chest," encapsulates this universal gesture, symbolizing belonging, courage, pride, and identity. This simple yet potent movement is designed to transform fans into protagonists and solidify the collective strength that has always accompanied the Brazilian national team. Beyond the central film, the campaign will be rolled out through a comprehensive series of content initiatives, music releases, activations, and experiences scheduled throughout the national team's calendar to invite nationwide participation. By initiating this institutional campaign, the CBF is cementing a new phase, one characterized by closer engagement with the fan base, deeper connection to the emotional landscape of Brazilians, and a renewed commitment to strengthening the unique bond that defines Brazil as the country of football. England enters the women's Six Nations defense with a formidable lineup, boasting 25 World Cup winners and a newly appointed captain, signaling a return to dominance in the tournament. Following a triumphant run, England's success is underscored by an astonishing record of 21 out of 30 championships won, including the last 7 titles, and a world record 33-game winning streak, capped by a sweep of the Women's Rugby World Cup in September. Coach John Mitchell, unbeaten in 2 years, has signed on for the 2029 World Cup, leading a squad featuring 25 former World Cup winners. While several key players have stepped away, including the retirement of Emily Scarrett, the squad remains packed with talent. The new captaincy has been bestowed upon center Megan Jones, praised for her feisty, selfless nature and her determination to keep winning. Jones emphasized the team's ethos. We're just highly competitive humans who want to keep winning. France remains the perennial bridesmaid, having narrowly lost the last World Cup to England, suffering from consistent lapses in concentration. Their coaching has changed, with François Radier taking the reins, aiming for a title decider against England in Bordeaux. Italy, under coach Fabio Rosselli, is focused on a defensive strategy to contain the French attack, with captain Alyssa Giordano leading the side. In the Irish contingent, Dynamo flanker Aaron King anchors the back row, supported by Aoife Wafer, last year's Six Nations MVP. The matchup also features a significant personal moment as hooker Cleodna Maloney-Macdonald faces her wife, England wing Claudia Maloney-Macdonald. Ticket sales for the Twickenham fixture have surpassed 75,000, setting a new attendance record. Wales is also looking to make a statement, hoping to surpass their previous crowd record against England. Under new coach Sean Lynn, Wales has introduced 9 new caps and named flanker Kate Williams as captain. Scotland, despite a recent loss to Wales, is also undergoing changes, with teenage flanker Emily Cowbra debuting under new coach Sione Fukafuka. The Six Nations opens with England taking on Ireland on Saturday. The World Cup has ignited a significant controversy across the New York metropolitan area, centering on the financial burden placed on local residents and public transit systems. A major point of contention is New Jersey Transit's decision to implement a $150 fare for train tickets to the 8 World Cup games held at MetLife Stadium this summer. This move has drawn mixed reactions. Supporters applaud Governor Mickey Sherrill for challenging FIFA over record-high ticket prices that are reportedly draining local resources across New York and 3 other countries. However, the impact of the World Cup is quickly becoming apparent. Beyond the high fares, NJ Transit plans to suspend all westbound service between Penn Station and New Jersey for 4 hours before each match, effectively advising commuters to work from home on game days. The ripple effect extends to New York City, where the NYPD has instructed the Parks Department to halt the issuance of new event permits from June 11 to July 19, a directive attributed partly to the World Cup and partly to planned celebrations for the nation's 250th birthday. This situation has prompted debate regarding the disparity in responses between states. Critics note the irony of New York politicians criticizing New Jersey's measures, while both jurisdictions are being impacted by FIFA, an institution that allegedly expects host cities to subsidize its profits while maintaining a facade of nonprofit status. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer has publicly supported Governor Sherrill, calling on FIFA to cover the costs. Conversely, some observers question the justification for allocating substantial public funds to the World Cup matches, suggesting that corporate subsidies have limited economic development benefits. Questions have been raised about whether the backlash against New Jersey's pricing strategy is simply a reflection of poor local policymaking, such as the state's decision to support a sales tax increase near the stadium while failing to adequately fund NJ Transit. The debate highlights a broader tension between local fiscal responsibility and the economic arguments often presented in favor of major international sporting events. Senator Chuck Schumer has publicly called on FIFA to cover the transportation costs for World Cup fans traveling to MetLife Stadium, arguing that the organization should bear the expense. This demand comes amid reports from NJ Transit indicating that round-trip train tickets for the tournament are projected to cost $150. This figure represents a significant increase, nearly 12 times the regular fare of $12.90 for the approximately 15-minute, 9-mile journey from Manhattan to the stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Schumer criticized the situation, stating that FIFA is generating $11 billion while simultaneously imposing a $48 million transportation burden on New Jersey Transit, labeling it a ripoff. In response to the call, FIFA defended its pricing structure, asserting that arbitrarily setting elevated prices and demanding cost absorption is unprecedented for any global event, concert, or major sporting promoter. The financial strain is prompting reactions from soccer fans and local observers. Justin Gaspar voiced strong disapproval, suggesting that fans should not be forced to pay exorbitant amounts for basic transit. Sadaf Jaffer questioned the event's value, arguing that if the initiative is worsening the lives of residents through increased costs, it lacks justification. However, some riders have expressed acceptance of the increased fare. James Hill suggested that given the potential $10,000 cost for a final game ticket, paying $150 for transit is a reasonable consideration. Alternatives to parking, which will be unavailable at the Meadowlands during matches, include options like the Pelé Soccer Store in Times Square, which is offering an alternative viewing environment. Furthermore, regular transit riders are facing service adjustments, with plans to partially shut down Penn Station on game days.